everybody, welcome to another episode of the Alternative Chef on YouTube. Tonight I am making a cold European style pasta salad. It's one of my favorite things to make and it is incredibly easy. It's also very healthy and it's very fun to make. It's very versatile. You can change it and add different things and take things out each time you make it. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. The main ingredients is our pasta. You can use any kind of macaroni style pasta that you want. Tonight I'm using a whole wheat spiral pasta. It's a little bit healthier than the regular semolina pasta. It's got about 5 grams of fiber and about 8 grams of protein per serving, so it's just a little bit healthier. I'm going to go ahead and dump this right in here. Follow the instructions, folks. You want to make sure that your pasta is very al dente. You want to make sure that it's firm because we're actually going to be marinating this pasta salad in the refrigerator for about 24 hours before we even serve it. So you want to make sure that you make sure the pasta is firm. This calls for about 9 to 11 minutes cooking time. I'm actually only going to cook this for about 8 minutes. Okay, and then I'm going to strain it, and we're going to be adding our ingredients. Okay. While this pasta is boiling here, I'm going to go over the ingredients that we're going to be adding into it. I have everything set up here. The first thing is our cheese. We're going to be using 2 different types of cheese. I have Swiss cheese and I've got some mild cheddar cheese. I'm going to cube this up, and it's going to equal about 1 cup of each type of cheese. And I'm going to be doing that for part 2, and then also we're going to be adding some olives. I have a jar of olives here. These are Spanish olives. I'm going to drain all of the juice out of this. The next thing I have is some marinated mushrooms. I'm also going to be pretty much taking all of this juice out of here. I'll leave a little bit of the marinade. These are just regular marinated mushrooms, a full jar of it. I'm going to be adding these in here as well. I've also got some marinated artichoke hearts. This is going to be the main source of marinade. I'm going to pour this entire jar right into the pasta after it cooks, and I strain it, and this is going to be delicious to add to it. That sort of a pre-made marinade. I'm also going to be adding some red wine vinegar as well to help with the marinade. Okay. Next thing, I have some Kalamata olives. These are black olives that have been marinating in extra virgin olive oil. I'm also going to be straining all of the olive oil out of this. I don't want the black olive flavor in the pasta. I just want the black olive. So I'm going to be straining all that olive oil out of there. The next thing I do is our fresh vegetables. I have 1 whole red bell pepper that I'm going to be chopping up. I don't have time to do all that on the camera because of some of the time constraints we have on YouTube, so I'll be doing that here, and then I'll be coming back to show you. I'm going to add it all into the pasta. I'll show you how I do that. So we're going to chop this up into fairly decent sized chunks. The next thing is 1 whole crown of garlic. Okay, I'm going to be chopping this up and pretty much as small as I can get the garlic. Chop that right up there, and that's going to go in there also. The next thing is a small red onion. Red onions are pretty strong, folks. A lot of you probably already know that, so I've got a small one I'm using. I'm going to chop this whole thing up and dump it right in there. So this is going to give it a good kick. The next thing I've got is fennel. This has become one of my favorite vegetables in the past couple years. I'm going to cut off the fronds. I'm going to quarter it and then core it. I'm going to try to show you as much of that as I can on the camera, but this is my favorite vegetable in the past couple of years, fennel. And so I want to put that in there. Also, I've got some fresh cracked black pepper. I'm going to put that in there. And I'm also going to be adding some Italian herbs. This is just a regular herb blend that I got at the grocery store. Very easy, very simple. So I'm going to be adding the herbs on there. I'm also going to be adding some extra virgin olive oil back into the pasta once I get it strained. Okay, so that is our basic ingredients that we're going to be adding in here today. So I'm cooking this. I've been timing this. I've been eyeing the clock. I've got about 4 more minutes. I'm only cooking this for about 8 minutes. Again, I want to make sure that it's very firm. Just keep stirring that up. Again, the cooking time on the bag calls for 9 to 11 minutes. I'm only cooking this for exactly 8 minutes, and then I'm going to get right into some cold water so it doesn't continue to cook. Again, it's going to be marinating in the refrigerator. The pasta is going to continue to soak up a lot of the juices in there, so we want to make sure that it's very firm, okay? Stir that up like that. You can add salt to your water if you want to, but it's not necessary. There's plenty of salt in the marinades that we're going to be using, okay? So again, folks, thank you once again for watching. When I come back, I'm going to be adding all of my ingredients. I'll show you what I've done to the vegetables and the cheese, and I'm going to be dumping it right back into the same pot that I'm using. It's a very easy dish to make. You can use it as a side dish, you can use it as a main dish, you can add things, take things out, depending on what you're in the mood for at the time you're cooking it. So it's very easy, and once again, folks, thank you. I will be right back. When I will be adding all of my ingredients after I cut it up, and it is that simple. Thank you very much.